Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to turn anyone into a zombie. One of the harder things about working with any AI and Stable Diffusion is no different, is it always does better if you're able to put somebody's name in and it's not going to recognize you or me. It's usually only famous people. So I was trying to come up with a way to make something that didn't need a name to go with it to still get the person to look like you want them to look. So once again, on these little tutorials I try to stay, if at all possible, with the default setups, and we're going to stay that way again today. So anyway, let's go to our settings first, and I'm going to run at 1024 by 1024 because I feel like that's a good size for we're going to be doing mostly portraits. Over on the style section, I've got the V2, enhance, and sharp checked with hyperrealism, and then I used undead art and horror. We want to have those checked. Over on the model side, obviously I'm going to leave these as their standard defaults, but on the LoRa that comes as default, I'm bumping that up to 1.82. This is going to help actually refine the character and keep it looking like we want it to look. So let's go over here and talk about the prompt we're using. Hyper-realistic, zombie, pale complexion, The Walking Dead, blood everywhere, torn face, torn skin, rotting flesh, torn clothes, dirty clothes, rotting corpse, very messy hair, dirty face, dark around eyes, white dead eyes, gray skin, holes in skin. Now this little spot right here is where you can add in something if you need to make it more directive. Like if it keeps giving you a character that's supposed to have black hair and keeps giving them a brown or blonde hair, you can put black hair in between these two symbols here. Other than that, I put it on a black background and set it for photograph. In our image setup, we're going to set the left side to CPDS, and notice the sliders stop at 0.931 and the weight at 0.964. You want to be 6454, somewhere in that range. On the right side, we're going to be checking the pirate canny and also the stop at 931 and the weight at 0.883. I worked a lot with these. This seems to be a really good number to work with. You can adjust the sliders, and we'll talk about that later in the video. But anyway, let's get started. So let's run this once, and I'll show you what we get here. First image, stay with people that everybody knows who they look like here, but his name's not mentioned up here anywhere. But we're going to run Trump and see what it makes him into a zombie, what it looks like. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good. You can, it's got the same face structure, the way the chin is and everything. And it's even got his, goofy hair flying around everywhere. Let's try somebody else here. Let's try somebody that everybody should know this one too. Let's do Peyton Manning, because he's definitely got a unique head structure. So I want to show you how it will actually, makes the structure the way it should be. Let's run him and see what we get. I think this one came out really well. Definitely looks like a heavy zombie version of Peyton Manning. So you can see, it kept his head structure, the body structure, everything's intact. His nose is right. Looks like a zombie Peyton Manning. Let's try one more here. Let's see who I got pictures of on here. Let's do, here's a news guy. Let's do Tucker Carlson. That way, if not everybody's familiar with who this is, it'll show you that it really just works for anybody. So now this one actually looks really good, I think. And if you're looking at this and you're going, yeah, it looks good, but a little pasty, a little cartoony, you can clear this up and make it look even more realistic if we just switch back over to the upscale or variation, and we're going to upscale by 1.5. We'll drag this Tucker down into here, and we're going to upscale that 1.5, and that'll use this same prompt here with the hyper-realistic and different things checked. It'll actually now clean up this image and make it more lifelike. So you can see now it looks more lifelike and like a real photograph. Now, like I said, this technique works on portraits really, really well. It'll still work on full body shots, and we'll run one of those real quick, but that is more designed for the portrait, the close-up. So we'll put Keanu Reeves in here as John Wick, and we'll run that and see how that comes out. And as you can see, I'm going to have to stop that one, and we'll have to change over on our settings and go to a more upright picture here. So you can see here it still works. It's got basically the same picture, but it doesn't look so much like Johnny Depp in this picture right here. So anyway, I'm going to show you real quick too with the sliders down here on the stop ats. The further you go to the left, the more zombie it will put in, but you start to lose the character that you were using. If you go any further to the right, which you can go just a little bit further, you'll get a stronger picture of your character, but a little less zombie to it. So anyway, hope this is fun for you. This is just a little side thing to do to kill some time if you ever wanted to see what anybody looks like as a zombie. Take a portrait of yourself on your phone and throw it in there and zombify yourself and see what you look like. If you have any other ideas or better ways we can do it, let us know. And leave us a like or a subscription. We'd love that. And we will see you in the next one.